My name is Keaton Sione Schoonover. I'm 22 and currently have a broken neck and a broken back. I felt myself hit, um, but I didn't feel pain. You can't feel anything. You can't feel cold, you can't feel heat. I didn't know if I was bleeding. I didn't know if, snapped, every bone in my body. I mean, you can't feel anything besides the burning lungs that are saying you're not breathing. I just knew I had to hold my breath for as long as possible to hope somebody would find me before I drowned. We were headed up to Bear Lake for family vacation. Cousins from out of state were coming, grandparents, the whole lot were going to be there. Show up, go running past the cabin, just excited to get in the water, and I was leading the way, ran out 60-foot long dock and dove in, and instantly I was paralyzed from the neck down. My thoughts is I'm at the bottom of a lake. I hope my arms are spread out, each side, increase my chances of being stepped on. I hope someone would get into the lake, just by the grace of God, either kick me, step on me, or something, pull me up out of the water. Thankfully, my girlfriend and sister were behind me. This isn't just one experience. It's not just the accident, This accident is going to be a 12-month process for me to even get maybe what's going to be 100%. But it took my dad, wiping my butt. It took my dad showering me every single day, scrubbing my body. It took my fiance, my mother, to feed me. I mean, all of it. My sister had to, sit me up in my own chair to help me swallow pills. You feel a little bit selfish. You just kind of feel like an object that is causing more grief for others than you are a blessing. At this point, I look at this and I say, I'm at this point more blessed than you are, because you won't ever know what it's like to be paralyzed. You won't ever know what it's like to lose everything, but then also to gain it back. I don't think I'll ever have the same agility. I don't think I'll have the same reflexes, but that doesn't bother me, because it's what I have now is more than I should have. They said I needed surgery within the next 10 days and thought it was going to happen. Insurance said no. Insurance said, you don't need surgery. Let's wait. Just go do therapy. You'll learn to walk again. We still have to pay our deductibles. We still have to pay our end of things. I mean, there's, multiple hospital visits. There's ambulance rides. There's, surgeries now that I've had. And then, the hardware in my neck, and they use these days, it's like $10,000 a screw. Finally, insurance gave in, I guess, and said, yeah, we'll pay for the surgery, and thankfully they did. Engagement story. I have an electric wheelchair that I use every night we go on walks around my block. We had a whole bunch of lights set up in this little park, and we finally show up to where I was going to propose, and I turned on the lights. I had a little button I could push with my foot, and it turned on all the lights in the park. And we walked down this little alleyway, and we sat down on this bench. Before I could get down onto one knee, I had to ask her if she would hold the ring box. And so I gave her the ring box, and then she had to help me get on one knee. Had to put the ring on her own finger. Couldn't get it out of the ring box, and I couldn't put it onto her finger because my fingers were not working. This was my girlfriend when the accident happened.
It changed a lot in our relationship, where it just kind of strengthened that bond, and kind of almost reassured of like where you want to be in life and who you want to be with and what's really important in it. Just to kind of break it down to just him as a person instead of like the fun things you do with your fiance or boyfriend. It's like, how do you feel about them when they can't do anything for themselves and you have to help them?
The simplest way to say what I've learned is that life is just so fragile.